Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another Kiaoaching session with Percy and Kiaoaching. And I have defined the month of August as the month of change, not only for Evolve, but for myself personally and for the rest of the viewers. And the topic that we're going to talk about is change. So we already started talking about that in July, talking about how do I get unstuck in a stuck situation. And there were 3 areas that we discussed. Now let's have a quick recap of that in a second. What I want to talk about today is removing yourself from a stuck situation into a unstuck, or a free from shackles, free from just being able to be in a situation where you are stuck. Whether that is your workplace, whether that is your personal life, or whether it's just somewhere where you feel stuck. So the first one that I want to talk to you about is, what are your priorities? The second thing that I would like to talk to you about is, what are you focusing on? But the third one is really important to me. What standards are you setting? Today is an exciting day because I am officially on the bandwagon of consulting on the automotive world, and I've been really enjoying it, and really it has been a change in my life, and it really dovetails very beautifully in the topic that we are going to discuss today. Now, if you can't guess which car is on the left hand side, that is the clue of where I'm consulting. So if you're interested, let me know where you think where I'm consulting, if you can recognize the car on my left hand side. I deliberately left it out so that you can guess. So all this change that we're talking about, and talking about reprioritizing, reevaluating your standards, and just looking at life in whole and understanding where are you currently. The one thing that I've learned out of my life is never preach something that you've never been. It's like someone telling you how to bring up children when you've never had children. So I've never had children, so I never venture down that road of telling people how to bring up their children. However, I can talk about the things that I have seen as transformation in my personal life. And one of the things that I hold very dear to my heart that changed my life is how I wake up in the morning. And I think this is I've reinverted into energy of where I wake up and I go into my meditation sessions, and not only into my meditation sessions, I create a quiet spot for myself where I create space for myself to be able to say, what are the changes, what is the energy, and what's the distribution of that energy that I'm going to bring into my life today. But also I reevaluate the previous day and the day's tasks and priorities. But I also decide to make an impact in someone's life every single morning. So each morning I select someone and I have a conversation with that individual in terms of talking to them about the change that I've experienced in my own life, just checking in how they're doing, and definitely giving some advice in terms of whether they have challenges. Now, we've just recently launched the Jobrasic series, which you will see a link on here in the left hand side, and our animation platform. And that's a change that I brought to Evolve, is to swoop it up a bit, make it more relevant. Look at the current trends, look at what is relevant today, look at what people enjoy watching and talking about, and then putting it out there. Now, 1.5 years ago, I knew nothing about video editing and making social media and making these videos, or standing in front and talking to people about the things that I love talking about. Let's jump back to the topic that I wanted to discuss about, is the change that we were going to experience in August through these Kiaoaching sessions are going to be very relevant, because I think the first step is to really decide, how do you wake up in the morning? What are the priorities in your life? What are the things that you are evaluating? What does the world look like today? And how do I need to restructure my life in terms to fit the world? And that doesn't mean you're letting down on your standards, or that you're giving up on your beliefs or your values or your spiritual beliefs. It just means that you make yourself more relevant. Now, many people are going to agree with that, and many people are going to disagree. That I'm not everyone's vanilla flavor milkshake, but I am here to be able to say that if this resonates or relates to you, please use it. In conclusion, this month of August is going to be a month of change. We're going to talk a lot about the things that we change. Our social media platforms, in the links at the top, are going to explain some key slogans of key people that give you an idea of how you can change your life. So I really hope that you're enjoying these coaching sessions. I really hope that you find them relevant, and I'm trying to keep them as short as possible so that you're engaged. Love you all, and thank you very much for all the support on all our platforms. I'm really so appreciative and humbled by the contribution, the comments, and the love that you give. Be blessed. Have a wonderful Kia day. I gave you a bit of more picture of which automotive brand I am consulting with. So thank you very much for watching. I do want to ask you to be able to contribute to which topics you want to talk about and which challenges you face in your life. Now, I'm not going to always have the answers, but I'm always going to search for someone who does know the answer. So don't be afraid to be able to share the topics that you want to discuss, or you would like me to talk about, or where you need some help with. You can see that Evolve is changing at a rapid pace, and that we're really eager to be able to put people first. If you look at the animations, that is our new slogan, Evolve, people first. And I think that is such an important relevancy in today's society and life, where we put people first. So yes, another clue, the automotive brand that I'm consulting with starts with a P. Love you all.